going to play your games. They are going to try to portray us as the bad guys. And we are not the bad guys. We are the good guys. We are the good guys. I want us to say, we love Trump. 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 We love Trump.
I know Tommy isn't faultless, and I'm sure that he would be the first person to admit it. But he has now become a symbol of the opposition to so much that we know is rotten in our society. Some people will tell you that Tommy Robinson is a criminal, and he has indeed, on occasion, broken the law. The suffragettes broke the law. They are now national heroines. Mahatma Gandhi broke the law. He was arrested and convicted 13 times between 1908 and 1942. He is now regarded as a national hero of Indian independence. Nelson Mandela served 28 years in prison for terrorist offences. He was actually conspiring to murder people, yet he is now regarded as an international hero. These people were convicted criminals, but history has judged that they were on the right side of a great cause. Now, Robin Hood broke the law. He hunted the king's deer in the king's forest, and he was technically a criminal. But Robin Hood defended his own people, while the Sheriff of Nottingham oppressed them. Whose side would you rather be on, Robin Hood or the Sheriff of Nottingham? Whose side do you want to be on now, Tommy Robinson's or the political establishment? History will judge Tommy Robinson as being on the right side of a great cause in a struggle between good and evil. He talks about and combats the greatest social scandal in our history, the industrialised and commercial sexual slavery of underage and vulnerable children by organised paedophile rape gangs. This is the issue that the authorities did not want to confront for decades, and only now are reluctantly doing so. Almost every week we hear of a new paedophile rape gang trial. It's given minimal coverage in the media and then forgotten about until the next time. The great British media do not want to talk about the group identity of the majority of the rapists or the ideology that inspires them. The rape gang members are predominantly followers of the cult of Muhammad. They justify their crimes to themselves because of the ideology that they follow. Non-cult followers are lesser human beings. Women are the possessions of men. The founder of their cult was himself a paedophile and kept sex slaves. And yet he is held up to be the perfect model of a man for all times. But we, the infidels and the Kafirs, are not supposed to talk about it. And people who do face the possibility of prosecution under our so-called hate laws. So it's hardly surprising then, is it, that we now have a big problem with some of the more literally minded followers of the Mohammedan cult. Tommy Robinson's real crime is to be prepared to confront those issues when those in authority do not want to. Our great British media don't want to talk about it. Our political class don't want to talk about it. But Tommy was prepared to stand up against evil and is now paying the price. He will go down in fame. They will go down in infamy. I want us to have the freedom to speak the plain truth to each other. And I want us to have the freedom to once more be able to be openly proud of our own country's great history and our heritage. And not for our children and our young people to be told that it's something they should be ashamed of. And I want our descendants to be free not to have to live under Islamic ideology. Islam, as Winston Churchill rightfully pointed out in 1898, is the most regressive force on earth.
The sound of silence is deafening. Do not be silent. Never be silent. Whether you were born in the West or immigrated here for a better life, know and remember your duty to defend freedom and fight injustice. Yes, freedom comes alongside the ability to be lazy and disengaged. But freedom also has attached to it the responsibility to be active and alert, vigilant and visible. Now, as we approach Tommy's court appeal date, I want you all to take a few messages away with you today, if you'll allow me. 1, do not stop fighting. The political establishment tried to sabotage this event in several ways, but do not be discouraged. Box smarter, think harder, outplay them, outwit them. They are not better than you.
Hi everyone, I'm recording artist and conservative activist Joy Villa. I really wanted to be with you all today. They're in the heart of the British government. Not just because of what's going on with Tommy Robinson, but because of what's going on with Brexit too. You know, Brexit was such a great inspiration to so many Americans. In 2016, we watched you, our brothers and sisters, fight to take your country back. A couple of years later, we're watching democracy fail under Theresa May. We're watching free speech fall under Theresa May. We're watching as your government tries to take away your birthright. I guess we have some similarities in that regard. In 1776, a proud gaggle of patriots in the colonies across the Atlantic suffered the same injustices. With an expansionist European Union, a new migrant crisis looming, and an assault on your civil liberties at hand, you must all hang together. We must all hang together. We have an amazing president in the United States today, doing things we didn't even dare to dream of before June 2016. Until Nigel Farage's words echoed around the world. Dare to dream that the dawn is breaking on an independent United Kingdom. A few days ago, Boris Johnson warned the country and the world that the dream was dying under Theresa May. And not just the Brexit dream that's dying under your fake conservative government. It's the dream of Britain in general. I can't think of a country with real freedom, a real free press, and a real rule of law that would think a man with a Facebook live stream could influence a judge's sentencing decision. A decision about a rape game, no less. What was the judge admitting about his own biases when he held Tommy in contempt? What was he saying about the reliability of the British judicial system?
And I'm honored to speak to you again. You are all heroes. And let me ask you, can Tommy count on you? Of course, I know he can. We will never let Tommy down. Free Tommy Robinson. And shame on you, Mrs. Theresa May. You did not act against the massive rape of young English girls. You allowed Tommy Robinson to be imprisoned. Your government betrayed our daughters. My friends, a few meters from here are the cabinet war rooms. And it is there that the great Winston Churchill said, "We shall not flag or fail. We shall go on to the end." My friends, what a leader. That is the kind of leaders we need. Men like Churchill, men like Tommy Robinson. My friends, all over Western Europe, our governments are turning our countries into provinces of the Middle East and Africa. They have opened our borders to mass immigration and Islamization. We are losing our country, our culture, our identity, our freedom, and our children are no longer safe. We go on until we get what we want, until victory is ours, until Tommy Robinson is free again, until our country is ours again. Send us victorious.